Hi everyone, it's Lisa here, the founder of the Menstrual Coach Academy. I'm hopping on today to remind you that our next group is starting in July 2026, so we are just a few weeks away now. And if you're interested in joining the course, make sure you go to the link in the bio or head on over to our website, menstrualcoachacademy.com, where you can find all the information about the program. Today, I want to chat with you a little bit about what really makes this program unique. And it is the piece around the role of the nervous system, trauma, and the menstrual cycle in women's health coaching. Now, we look at this intersection of the nervous system and the menstrual cycle in women's health coaching because it's so often missed in a lot of other modalities or other ways of looking at women's health, and it's often misunderstood. So here at the Menstrual Coach Academy, we are learning how to become trauma-informed menstrual coaches and menstrual health educators, menstrual health practitioners. And so we're looking at topics such as polyvagal theory with the nervous system. We are going deep into pain science, which is a really important part of the work as well. We're looking at the endocrine system. We are looking at trauma-informed care, etc. The issue is that so many women and so many people with menstrual cycles have gone from practitioner to practitioner, or from health intervention to protocol to try this or try that, or they're reading all the books or they've listened to all the podcasts, and it's very overwhelming. They've maybe spent a lot of money, spent a lot of time, and they're still stuck. What I have seen in my work and in the academy, when we take this mind-body approach with the pain science, the nervous system, menstrual cycle awareness, nutrition, and coaching in a very particular way with these different modalities, so many clients report back they have less symptoms, they don't suffer as much with the pain that their condition was causing them, or maybe their PMDD symptoms are much more manageable. So it's amazing to see. And it really comes down to really excellent, skillful, trauma-informed coaching. And so that's what really makes the Menstrual Coach Academy unique. Is we have it's a live course, so you're live with me in the lectures. Every month we have a live lecture on a Saturday, and then you're also put into a small group, into a process group. So you're getting lots of practice with your peers, with the group there. You're learning from each other. You're contributing your own experiences, your own wisdom to the room as well. So it's very much a shared learning environment. And then you're getting a lot of feedback from me and from the other students as well. What's also really important when it comes to trauma-informed menstrual cycle coaching is how we hold space, how we work with group dynamics, how we support a client through their process. It's very tempting to overload our client who comes in with a lot of urgency and a lot of fear and maybe frustration and lack of trust as well, based on their previous experiences. It's very tempting to overload with a lot of information and just only give them information and things to do or things to try or things to read or more podcasts to listen to. And often this isn't the answer to what it is that they're needing. And very often a client, you know, when they're not the coach themselves, so sometimes they don't even understand themselves what they're missing. They don't know what they're needing. Sometimes there's a gap between what a client thinks they need and what they actually need. And what I've seen from my years of experience in this work is people who suffer with menstrual cycle challenges, you know, all the information is out there, but what they really need is a transformational process, and they need trauma-informed care. They need someone who can really support them gently through a process to support them in regulating their nervous system, balancing their hormones, rewiring pain pathways in the brain, building a new relationship with the menstrual cycle, healing shame, healing trauma, and tapping into who they are and helping them to understand that there is a very different way of being with the menstrual cycle. And so it comes down to your skill set as a practitioner, as a facilitator. You know, how are we with our clients' urgency? How are we with our clients' pain? Can we allow space for their pain? Very often our client has been running away from their pain for years, and people have been just trying to help them also escape their pain, and maybe they haven't even had a chance to just be with their pain for a minute and take the pressure off and allow their system to just settle for a minute. So in the academy, we have a huge, I think it's like 25 different coaching skills that we teach you, that we practice together. All the work that I teach you, there's a lot of soft skills as well. We practice together, and I have laid it out so that it's very practical, very easy to understand. And you get loads of practice as well, and lots of very encouraging feedback from me. So if you're interested in not just learning the information, but also understanding what the process requires and how to take a client through a very transformational process in a trauma-informed way, we would love to have you in the group. We're starting in July 2026. So head on over to the menstrualcoachacademy.com or the link in the show notes. And if you have any questions, you can just get in touch. Hope to see you there.